Hi, I'm Elle. I'm the Senior Graphic Designer at Maximum Games, and I have been married for 10 years.
Hi everyone, I'm JERICA. I am a digital marketing associate. I've been in a relationship for about a year now with my partner.
Hi, I'm Sam Porverzane. I'm the community team manager here at Modus Games, and I am uniquely qualified to, I am uniquely qualified to give relationship advice because I like people and I'm married. Boom!
Hi, I'm Jeff from Modus Games. I'm the community manager here, and this whole thing was my idea. I'm really happy to be here to tell you my advice on how to do relationships, even though I'm not in one.
There's someone in my life who I've dated on and off for 5 years now. They're an amazing partner, but they don't care about themselves. They suck at being a functional adult. Do I lower my standards for an easy relationship with them or move on for good?
Interesting.
You give them an ultimatum. That's the only way to handle that kind of thing. You say, you gotta fix and handle your stuff or I'm out.
You should definitely have open communication between yourself and him. And if some things that he does bothers you, you should definitely communicate that with him and let him know.
I guess I would almost ask, are they taking care of you? Are they just not taking care of themselves?
It depends on how much money he really has. Like, first of all, do you know how much money he has?
Also, nagging works. And if it hasn't worked yet, that just means you haven't nagged enough.
It's your life, right? You gotta look out for number one, and you are that number one. Except for me, I'm the best. Next question.
How do I start or keep up a conversation with a crush?
Oh, that's a tough one.
I think one of the most important things about talking to a crush is letting them know that you exist.
Are they already a friend? In which case it's easy to engage.
Leave messages. Usually want to talk about physical beauty first before any personality traits or anything. You don't want to talk about personality. That's like one of the worst things you could talk about.
If you have never met this person before, I would recommend stalking them, finding out their schedule, then accidentally bumping into them on purpose, say on a run, you know, jogging, you know, and then that also makes you appear like you're in shape, which helps.
I think you should just let it flow, honestly. It's all about, this is so cliche, but it's all about the vibe between you and them.
One of the best pieces of advice that I've received in terms of love advice when I was a lot younger is to hang out with people who you don't find attractive and just talk to them and like hang out with them and just get comfortable talking with people in general.
How do I handle my boyfriend's ego when I'm better than him at video games? I don't want to sandbag, but he's really hurt that I'm better at his favorite game than him. Should I stop playing or is there something else I can do?
I mean, I think a little bit of competition is definitely needed in any type of healthy relationship.
Relationships are kind of a two-way street. You have to understand there's compromise. So you say that you don't want to sandbag, but the compromise would be you do sandbag.
Your boyfriend needs to calm down. Like, I don't know what their issue is, but everybody has stuff that they're good at and stuff that they think they're good at.
No, don't stop playing. It's not your problem that he's at video games. Like, if he wants to be better, he should put in the time to get better.
I think kids are a great example with this. Like, I don't let kids win at anything because they're hella small and then they always feel like they should be winning at stuff because people let them win. But if we like have a nice competition and then we actually like engage in what we're doing and they see that I'm better at them, then when they get older, they'll be better than I am. So, and I feel like it's the same thing with your boyfriend. You got to give him what's for and just like let him know what's up.
You be you.
How long do people usually date before moving in with each other?
I mean, I don't know. I haven't met most people, so I'd say it's safe to give it at least a few weeks.
I think that varies between relationships. Like, I moved in with my significant other probably about a year into our relationship, but I know some people who like to take it a lot slower. I
don't think there's a one-size-fits-all situation. It might have to do with your background, your culture, your social location. So it all really depends.
My cats moved in with me like about a few hours before I met them. So yeah, I could imagine it applies to humans as well.
Do you have any advice to reconcile sleep schedules of a couple who sleep at different times?
I suggest you wake up your partner when you wake up and knock them out when you want them to go to sleep.
I deal with that as well and have dealt with that in the past. I think the one thing that can be really helpful is earplugs so that you can just manage whatever you have to do asynchronously.
I would start finding like a happy medium because my partner sometimes gets up at an earlier part of the day. I would wake up with them and then I would go work out, start my day earlier, get to work earlier.
That's totally hopeless. You're done. I've never seen such a train wreck of a relationship in my life before, and it's your fault.
How do you know if they're the one?
Wow, how do I know if they're the one?
I think if you listen to any 80s rock ballad, you'll know that there's just a feeling.
Honestly, I think there's a couple of key components in a relationship that check off knowing if the other person is the one. Definitely a key component, communication. Another one is trust. Thirdly, I think passion and romance.
I don't believe in the one, to be honest. I think there are several human beings out there that you could be potentially very happy with.
They're the one if their bank account is just slightly lesser than yours, but you also have full access to it. And if they say, I love you, then sometimes just see how much money they have in their bank account.
Is the only way to love someone by trusting them?
No. There's all different kinds of love.
That's a really interesting ideological question. I think that for one to love, one has to trust. Like, that's inherent in the meaning of the word love.
It's not the only way to love somebody, but I definitely do believe that it is a key component to loving somebody.
I mean, trust isn't the only reason you love someone, although it is probably pretty important. But no, I'd say no, it's not the only way to love somebody.
Yes. That's all I have for that.
What piece of advice would you give to somebody who sucks at relationships?
If you think you suck at relationships, try to become a better listener in all aspects of life. So that means do everything that you can to listen more than you talk, and that might also mean listen to yourself and what your body is telling you and what your feelings are telling you, and that will automatically make you a better relationship partner because you're starting to think about the person in front of you or the person next to you more than you are yourself.
You should absolutely date them, move in with them right away, you know, get married, maybe pop out a few kids, and if it's still going well, great. If they're a terrible person or you're miserable, and now you know.
Basically, communication is key, and what you want to do is be able to talk to the other person, and no matter how uncomfortable it makes you feel, you have to understand that whoever you're with is someone that wants to see you succeed. So you need to do the best that you can in order for you to make each other comfortable, and by doing that, it's by communicating. No joke.